Welcome back to Ayaz Tech. My name is Ayaz Zafar. In this video, I am going to show you how to create some useful text hover effects with CSS. Before we begin, I want to say that please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notifications from my YouTube channel. So let's begin. So very first effect that we want to create is that text hover with the underline effect. So that's mean whenever you will hover your mouse over the text, then uh, an underline would appear below the text with a cool animation. So let's begin. So this is a new folder, empty folder. Here I am going to create a file index.html, and I am going to load a default HTML code. And now within the body, uh, I will add a text. So let's say we have a text with the back, welcome back. And let's add a CSS. And let's style the H1. First, let's add some background color to the body. Let's pick up some light, decent color. And let's try this one. And now I'm going to open this in the browser. Um, All right. So now we have a page with the background color and we have the text. So let's improve the styling of this page. First of all, let's add a div around the H1 and let's add a ID container. Okay. Now I am going to align the text in the vertically and horizontally in the middle. Width, height, and percent, and align items center and justify content center. Okay, it is not taking 100% height of the body, so let's try the height to the body. Um, let's see what's. You can see that height of the body is not getting the 100% height because the HTML is also not 100%. So to fix that, let's add another selector. HTML and body should have 100% height. And let's remove this height. Okay, now you can see that it is aligned vertically in the center. Now I want to add I want to improve the font of the text. So also maybe we want to change the text colors. Let's see. So font family. Uh, let's try Arial. Maybe. Okay. Or maybe let's get a beautiful font from the Google font website. Okay, so let's find a beautiful font from here. I want to get some bold font. Okay, I guess let's try this one. So click on the plus button, then so click on the select this style and it will be added here. Now here it is giving you a link tag. Copy that and go back to your VS Code and paste it on the top. Now we have this font family imported. Now you have to copy this line uh, so that you can set the font family is equal to enter. So let's replace this one with the new font family. And now let's reload it. Okay, so let's improve it further. I'm going to improve it directly from the inspect element. I will copy the CSS code later after completing the styling of the text. So for example, let's add some letter spacing. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. I guess now it is looking better than before, so we can start working on the underline effect now. So now, so whenever I hover my mouse over this text, then an underline should appear on the bottom with some nice effect. So let's try it. Now I'm going to actually let's add a pseudo selector for the H1 after and content. Let's keep it empty and a display block and add width 100% maybe. And let's add a border bottom 2 pixels solid. Okay, you can see that we have a border, but I guess the height of the border should be more than 2 pixels. Let's try 6 pixels. Let's try 9 pixels. Okay, I guess it's better. Maybe. So this is the default uh, look of the border. Now, by default, we want to hide this border. And when you hover your mouse, then this border should appear with the animation. So as we want animation as well, so we will add, by default, we will add the transition. And width 0.4s easy now. So this is the style where we want to apply the transition, and uh, this is the duration of the animation, and this is the style of the animation. So Let's try it in the inspect element to see if it works fine or not. And if it does not work fine, then we will improve it. So this is the after pseudo selector is visible in the inspect element. Let's try to decrease the width. Hmm. Okay, so let's see. Look at this. We have an underline text effect, but we want the same behavior when you hover your mouse over it. So let's actually, so when you want to show this animation on hover. So let's add container h1 over after. Here, just actually by default we want zero width. Let's add 0%, and here add 100%. Let's try. Yeah, you can see that it is working fine. When you hover your mouse, then this animation appears. Let's improve it further. The animation should start from the center. So let's see what we can do to improve this. So as you can see that I added some width less than 100%, and it is aligned to the left side. So let's try to align it on the middle. So to the H1, I'm going to add display flex. And with the display flex, I will add another property, flex direction row, or maybe column. Okay. And justify content center, actually not. We need to add the vertical align center. No, sorry. So let's see what's the issue. Actually, it is not working because the welcome back should be in another element. So let's try to add span here. Now I will add the display flex thing again. Yeah, now it is working perfectly fine. So let's copy this style and put it back to the H1 styling area. And yeah, let's try. You can see that now it looks better than before. So the animation starts from the center. So it is looking great. So, so that's all about the animation with the underline. So let's see what's next. Next, we are going to work with the text hover with the border effect. So we are going to show border on the four sides of the text with the animation. So let's see. I'm going to rename file with the name of the effect. So this file would represent the border. So I will add the name border to this file so that we could differentiate that which file is for which style. So now the styles some CSS would be same and some would be deleted. So let's see what we can do here now. Uh, so this time, instead of before, after, we might use something else. I will use a div here, border top, border left, border right, border bottom. So we will add border with the help of these divs, and I'm also going to add class, a common class name, so that we could add some common styles as well. So the common name of the class would be the border for all of these lines. Next, I'm going to remove the flex because now we are not using flex anymore for this specific style. And so now whenever you hover your mouse on this text, should show four lines around the text with the animation effect. So let's see what we can do here now. So first of all, I'm going to add some common style. For example, transition for all of the borders should be same. Is in out. So this means you are going to target all of the styles. So for now, I just added all for every style. So whatever style you are trying to add, uh, you are trying to change, it will apply that style with smooth effect. And this is duration, and this is the name of the animation. Okay. So next, uh, let's add border top and border bottom, width 100%, and border, actually border width would be same for all. Border width 10 pixels, border style uh, solid, border color white, and similarly for border right and left, we would use height instead of the width. And we also want position absolute. And if you are going to use position absolute, then you should add position relative to the parent of this element. So let's see who is the parent of this element. The parent of this element is the container. So let's find the container and add the position valid. Okay, well, let's see. Nothing has happened yet. So now and border top. For border top, the position should be top 0 pixels. For border bottom, the position should be bottom 0 pixel, and for the border right, the position should be right 0 pixels, and for the border bottom, position should be bottom 0 pixels. It is still not visible. Let's see what's going on in the inspect element. So this is the container, this is the border. Border is not visible anywhere. So let's see what's going on. Actually, these are not classes, these are the IDs. So that is why it is not being applied. Let's change, let's fix it. Okay, now let's reload it and see what happens. So something happened, but it is not looking great. Okay, so let's see. So this is the border top. This is the border left. So on the border left, I skipped the border left. Okay. What is this? I'm first of all, I'm trying to decrease the width. Instead of 100%, I'm adding 50%, and here is also 50%. Actually, it's a fixed width for now. I'm going to remove the display flex. Actually, I added the width too small. That is why it is breaking. Uh, Okay, now I'm going to copy these styles and put them here. Okay, next thing that we need to fix is that the position of the bottom border is not correct. So let's see what's wrong. Okay, so we need to add bottom minus 20 pixel because 10 pixel for this border and 10 pixel for this border. So total is minus 20. Then it will look fine. Similarly, for the border right, we need to add minus 20 pixels. Okay, so still this text is not in the middle. So let's see, maybe we need to remove the line height. Instead of line height, maybe we need to add the flex again. Yeah, now it is perfectly in the middle. Mm. Now the position of the lines is again disturbed. We need to fix that. Okay. Now instead of minus 20, we will have to add minus 10 pixel because now we are using flex. And similarly for the left, we will need to use minus 10 pixels, and for the top, minus 10. Okay, now it is perfect. So by default, the height of the top and bottom and right and left, the width of the top and bottom should be 0, and the height of the right and left should be 0. So I'm going to do that thing now. Now, whenever you hover your mouse over container, then we should increase the width of top and bottom borders to the 100%. Similarly, for the right and left borders, we need to increase the width to height to the 100%. Actually, maybe instead of the border, we should use maybe instead of, because you can see these are the dots visible here. These are because of the border. Or maybe we should just hide the border by adding the border color transparent. And when you hover, then the border color should become white. In this way, we will be able to hide these dots and these would be visible as soon as you hover your mouse over them. So the border color should become white only if you hover over the container. Right now there is an issue, and the issue is that the left and bottom borders are not working. So let's see what, okay, actually I have added the M here mistakenly, maybe that is why. So let's right and left. So there's an issue that this border is 100% all the time. Huh, sorry. So it is happening because we added over here, but we did not add it over here. So that is why it happened. So same thing here, and now it will work perfectly fine. You can see that hover effect is working perfectly fine. Whenever you hover your mouse, then it add the borders around it with the smooth animation. Let's reduce the height of the box. I guess it is better now. So, so this with this the this task is completed. Next thing, let's see what we have next. Next, we have the effect text hover with the shadow effect. So whenever you hover your mouse over your text, then we should show a shadow with the animation. So let's create that thing. I'm going to create another file, shadow. We will have to remove a lot of code here. Let's delete all of the code related to the borders, and let's see. Uh, Now let's add some style here so that whenever you hover your mouse over container or maybe on the H1, then we should uh, show the shadow. So first of all, we will need, as we want animation, so we will need to add transition on 0.4s is in out. So now whenever you will change some styles, then they will animate by you automatically. So over text shadow. That's right. You can see that I have added the text shadow. So whenever you hover your mouse over it, then shadow appears with a very smooth effect that looks very cool, and that gives it a 3D look. So that is looking very great. So now I want to try to play with the color. I want to reduce the, I want to make it a little bit light. Let's see. I guess it's fine. So you can see how it was easy to create shadow with animation. So let's see what next we have now. So next effect is that changing the text hover with the color change of the text and background. So whenever you hover your mouse over the text, then we will change the color of the text and the background color with a very beautiful animation. So let's see. Okay, so I'm going to I'm going to make the width 100% and height is also 100%. So this is also kind of percent. So for example, the meaning of VH is view height. So this area is the view. This area from the top to the bottom is the view height, and also the area between from the left to the right of the screen is the view width. So it is almost same. There are some differences, but mostly it works in the same way like we work with the 100%, like we work with the percentages. So now instead of adding the color to the back to the body, I will add the background color to the container. Okay, so something is wrong. It is not taking the full width. Let's see what is the issue. Um, yeah, let's remove the unnecessary code from here. Position was absolute left, right, display flex also. And actually, so we should have created a new file instead of changing the shadow one. So I'm doing the Control Z undo. So let's create a new file for this purpose. So I will rename it to the color change. And now I'm going to add 100 VH again, 100 VH again here as well. And let's remove this one. Let's remove this code. Actually, let's keep the flex and reload. Yeah, now it is working perfectly fine. Now, whenever you hover your mouse, we should change the color of the text. So let's see how it will work. So instead of changing the text shadow, we will change the text color. And let's see which colors we have in this list. So let's try this one, tomato color. Hmm. Actually, I'm testing on a different files. Let's type this correct file name. Huh, okay, there's something wrong. It's not taking the full width. Let's see what's the issue. It did not take the full width, I guess. So start. So instead of VH, let's try 100%. Yeah, 100% is working fine this time. So let's use that. Actually, it was not working because I did a mistake with a V. Instead of VH, I should have added the VW because VW means width and VH mean view height. So that was the mistake. So fix the issue now. Okay, we can see that now color is being changed, but red color is not looking so great. But maybe after changing the background color, maybe it will start to look better. So I'm going to add the background color to the body to the container instead. And now on hover, I will change the background color, something else, maybe this one. Oh, it is changing the color with a sudden effect. So instead of, so to fix that, go back to the container selector and add a transition. All 0.4s is in out. Okay. You can see color is being changed perfectly, but we should change the text color as well when you hover on this area. So So instead of hovering on H1, I am adding hover over the container and I will remove the hover from the H1. So yes, you can see that whenever you hover your mouse over this container, it will change the background color along with the color of the text. But text color is not looking great at all. So let's try something else. As the background is a little bit dark, so maybe we need a light color. Uh, let's change background color to dark gray maybe. So I guess this is better than before. So you can see that how we can change the text color and the background color together with the animation, with the transition, and it looks good and it is very easy. So let's see what we have next. Next, last thing is that uh, text hover with a flip effect to change the text. So whenever you hover your mouse over text, then we will flip the text with another text with the animation effect. So let's try that. I'm going to create a new file with the name flip, and we don't need transition with the container, and I'm going to remove these two styles. Let's see. Okay, so I will remove these extra lines here, and we need actually a div here, flip container, and we need IDs here as well, heading 1 and heading 2. So, so, uh, so whenever you will hover your mouse over the welcome back, it will hide welcome back with animation, and it will show the second heading. So let's see how it will look. For now, it will look like this because we did not work on the CSS yet. So first of all, we need to remove the margins, and then line height to normal. So we will try to use the transform. So by default, it would be hidden like this. And whenever you will hover your mouse on this heading, we should hide this heading and we should show the hidden one. Okay. So by default, upper heading would be hidden with this style. And whenever we will hover um, on the flip container, we will perform this animation. So let's, by default, this would not be hidden. So I'm going to set the translation to 0. And for the heading 1, it would be hidden like this. And this hidden would be visible on hover. So we will translate it to the 100%. So let's, something is not correct. Okay. So instead of 100, we should add minus 100. Huh, okay. Maybe the animation of the heading 2 should be faster. So let's try that. We should add overflow hidden. Let's see. We should decrease the height. I guess 180 pixel is perfect. So I'm going to add this style to the flip container. Okay. Uh, I'm going to reduce I'm going to increase, I will actually remove this new speed. So, hmm, all right, you can see that how it is working. Let us try to reduce the speed. No. All right, you can see that whenever you hover your mouse on it, it will flip the text like this with the animation. So that's all I wanted to show you in this video. If you liked my video, then please don't forget to subscribe my channel and click on the bell icon so that you don't miss any notification from my channel. And also, don't forget to like, share, and comment on my video. Thank you for watching my video. See you next time.